Hi everyone, it's April again, and today we're going to talk about some hacks on how to ward off a Crohn's disease flare before it becomes a giant mess. Thank you for coming back to my channel if you've been here before. If you're new, welcome, and feel free to click the subscribe button below and leave me any comments or questions, and I will answer every single one of them. So let's get right into the hacks. The first thing I want to tell you about, I found very interesting, but it worked for me, and I hope that it'll work for you. I have a neighbor that's a yoga instructor, and we ran into each other walking our dogs one day, and I was telling her that I was having some digestive issues, and she was telling me that there's a yoga hack for your colon, that if your colon is moving too slowly, you feel like maybe you have gas trapped or your waste is just not moving through quickly enough, you take your hand and rub around your belly button in a clockwise manner using a medium amount of pressure and go around and around like this. So you're rubbing around your belly in a clockwise manner, which means you go up your ascending colon, across your transverse colon, down your descending colon, and to your elimination. And you go around and around your belly button, applying some pressure, and you'll begin to feel things move. And it's really great because it works. You can move things through your gut quickly that way. And that was a very interesting thing to try, and it worked for me. I hope it will work for you. The other thing she said is if your colon is moving too fast and you find that you're having diarrhea or an excessive amount of passing gas, that you can actually go in a counter-clockwise motion and move everything back and slow it down, like this. Now you're going up your descending colon, across your transverse backwards, down your ascending colon, and you're going around in a counterclockwise motion with the medium pressure being added, and you'll begin to feel things slow down. And that will allow your colon to slow down and make things run at a more accurate speed, if you will. And so those things worked for me. I hope they'll work for you. Give them a try. It can't hurt. I will leave a description of all of these hacks in the description box below, so that you will be able to refer back to that. And the second hack that I have is when I feel a flare coming on. And it's something that I seem to be very aware of. My eyes will start to feel kind of like they have sand in them. And I know there's some inflammation going on somewhere. Or my lower gut will feel uncomfortable, but it hasn't become painful yet. So what I do is quickly run to my kitchen, get a coffee cup, and I mix up this concoction. I take 8 ounces of bone broth. This is chicken flavored, which I like. You can use beef flavored or the mixed flavor, which has chicken and beef and fish and pork bones. You can also make your own bone broth out of any kind of bones that you like. There's plenty of recipes out on YouTube to make your own bone broth. I just choose to buy mine in the store because I'm lazy. So the second thing that I add to my bone broth, 8 ounces of bone broth, I put in 1 teaspoon of coconut oil, which is supposed to be really good for Crohn's disease. It's very healthy fat, so it's not bad for you, and it helps to coat your digestive tract and help heal it. And the third thing I add is about a half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. I don't have that much left in my jar here. I made my own turmeric powder according to a recipe I found on YouTube, and it was great. I found organic rhizomes at Whole Foods and was able to make my own turmeric powder. And so I add about a half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. And then last thing I add is a couple of dashes of black pepper. Can you see that? Looks very bright to me. So I add those things into a coffee cup, heat it in the microwave, and then I stir it up really well. I use a milk frother to stir mine, but any way that you can get the coconut oil emulsified into your bone broth is better. And then you just drink that down. You can drink it in once a day, you can drink it twice a day, depending on how bad your flare is at the moment. But it will help stop a flare before it becomes a huge, big issue. And so that is really great. And it works for me. I will leave that recipe in the description box below so you can refer back to it. And give it a try and see if you can head off a major flare before it gets bad. The last hack I have does two things. So that's really cool. Is peppermint tea. Peppermint is well known to stop nausea. You can suck on a peppermint candy, but if you have nausea and vomiting due to your Crohn's disease or any other reason that you would have an upset stomach in the upper digestive tract, try peppermint. Make yourself a cup of peppermint tea, and it will settle your stomach, take away the nausea. It's very refreshing to your mouth, and it works. It'll settle your stomach. I hope it would work for you as well as it works for me. The second thing about the peppermint tea, which actually can be any flavor tea, peppermint, chamomile, jasmine, or just plain old Lipton tea. What you need is a hot cup of tea, and that will help with bloating. As we all know, that bloated feeling is miserable. You feel huge, your clothes are too tight, and you want to burp, you want to pass gas, and you can't. It's all stuck because you're bloated, and you look pregnant. So drink a cup of hot tea in the flavor of your choice, and what that does is it takes what's in your stomach and flushes it into your small intestine and right on through your digestive tract and gets rid of the bloat. So any hot beverage besides coffee, you want something non-caffeinated. You can even drink hot water with lemon in it, anything like that, and that will get rid of bloat. And it's wonderful because it happens within just a few minutes. And you can drink this every day during a flare, and it will help get through the flare in a timely manner and make you feel better as you're doing it until your body is settled back down into a more normal rhythm. I hope these hacks are going to work for you. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button below and leave me any questions or comments that you have. I will answer every single one of them. I hope this helped you, and please remember to laugh every day. I'll talk to you soon.